Welcome back everyone, it's Wendy and thank you for joining me back on my YouTube channel. So today we're doing another ATC and this is number 19. So today I thought, while I've done a lot of gouache, I've started doing a few things with watercolour and also pen. Today I thought I'm going to do a bit more with the layering. So I'm going to start just by coating this with a black gouache and then build up with a couple of little bits of tags paper and see what we can create. Okay, so I've just been rummaging through my scraps and I found just a few little bits and pieces that I want to add. This was actually, for me, when I found it, was like just the perfect size. So I'm going to use, and hence this is why I painted this background black. So we're just going to start with that little tag. So I can't, many of you are probably the same, can't bear to throw out little bits and pieces, and I finally started to get myself organised. I've been watching a few people that really have inspired me to get all of my bits and pieces together, put together a few more little art tags for my art journals. So the last week or so, just been sorting things out, and even sorting out size of my little stashes, even border strips to actually do a few more projects. So with that, I am just going to be using double-sided tape. Since breaking my arm, I wish I actually had the roll-on tape. I've always got this, it's been a little bit cheaper and easier to manage, but with the broken hand it's been a little bit awkward. Particularly I can't bend my wrist or my thumb, so sorry, it's a bit awkward watching me put this down. Bit messy. Normally I can just tear that off. As I said, with that thumb it's been a bit of an issue, so I'm just going to trim that tape off. Just lifting up. So this morning before I started filming, just been making some mini journal albums. I'm pretty happy, I think, with the way they've turned out, so I'll film how to make one. Finding them very cute. And then I'll be putting some embellishments in them to make them little positivity journals for the year. Just giving them to friends and family just to make sure that they know I'm thinking about them and sending out positive vibes. So I've got this little one. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. I don't know whether I want that off to the side. So I'm just going to make this, take that edge off. It's where I've actually scored it from the original project I was doing with it. Now I'm going to make this into just a bit of a flag. So just cutting it up the middle and then coming in on an angle. And I'm just going to go ink those edges as well. here. Might just cut down the edges of that a little bit. Just pause for a moment. Okay, I'm just going to cut the edges off just a little bit, and I'll come back in just with the ink, just do those edges. So very much on the countdown for this cast to come off. It happens this week, and hopefully everything's good and I don't need any further casts put on. I think this has been the week of probably dragging out the most. Is that it's kind of like, it was never really a novelty, but yes, I think at the end is so close that it's, can't wait to get it off. With the terrible humidity this week, it's been somewhat uncomfortable. Okay, I might do that. Now you can use glue on these. It's fun because I think I do some layers and would like to add some pen work after. I get frustrated when glue takes too long to dry. And the tape, double tape that I use actually is very, very strong. It's quite a nice one. But it sticks and doesn't seem to move. Put that there. Awkward fingers. Okie dokie. These little cards, I got them on strips, scrapbooking strips. I think they were going out quite cheaply, and I ended up getting these and just cutting them down into little ones. There's a couple of different sizes there which have been quite nice. So I've got those there. I just got this little word. It was of just a border strip of a 12 by 12 that I had cut off. I am so blind today that if this was a snake it would jump out and bite me. I keep putting it down and forgetting where I put it, then I can't see it. So just putting those edges around again. Now is this one going to be too wide? I think it's going to be just right. So I do have a variety of different width tapes. Using super big cards, I'll use a thicker tape, and I've got some finer ones as well. Just Not quite to the edge there, I think. That looks good. Okay, so I've got that there. Now I'd like to add just a little bit more to this. So this is a white gel pen. I think the white, will that stand out enough? Maybe not. I'll come back in. Okay, so I'm just going to use my micron, and this is the PM. I'm just going to put some stitching around the edge. You could sew these. You could do different patterns on here, but I think just that dashing is okay at the present stage. Okay, and I think I might just add, excuse my arms, add some little embellishments. Just going to get my tweezers. I might start with the big and then work down to smaller ones. Oh, stuck on well. Okay, so something a little bit different today. Just using a bit of scrap paper, some embellishments, just to make that one up. So thanks very much for watching again. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Excuse the dog barking. Thanks very much.